now that I've been put through. I never got anyone's help, I had to do it all myself. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take sh**. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
What's up guys, Masta Styles here back with another Eternal Evolution video, and today we're going to be talking about the new SP hero. I finally got her to a second copy. Obviously I mentioned this if you watched my previous video, but she is good. Man, she's good, man. Wow. Okay, but again, we already reviewed the skills in the previous video. If you want to see that, go check it out. I'll link it here somewhere, right? Again, and before we go forward, I know I also mentioned in maybe a couple of videos back what the new goal should be in terms of the channel for subscribers, and someone mentioned that we should go for 2,000. Why not, right? While we're at it, let's work our way to get into 2,000 subscribers. But of course, before we get started, one thing we want to do is actually spin the wheel, see if we get lucky here. Not double chip event, not that, there's so many events now. Where is it? There it is. Kamuzo's bell. And of course we have, I didn't collect it, right? No, I was supposed to do Sincera Marsh. Okay, then let's do Sincera Marsh, right? Let's take you out, you out, you out. Let's see what he can do, you know, a little bit of the new hero. Well, actually, let's use her. Can she do it by herself? That's a great test, right? Let's actually put in something that has to do with her. She should be able to do it by herself, right? But her effect doesn't pop up unless there's other, other energy heroes around her, not Deiji. Let's see what she can do. We'll give her the additional support since she's the featured hero. Can she handle all of this by herself? What's a good spot for them? Back, energy, middle. Back. Okay, let's just do back because we'll get crit damage and all of that. Let's see if she can handle this. Obviously, I never tried her here. Not in terms of being by herself. So, actually, I want to do all four. Sorry there. Wait, the boss can walk forward? I've never seen the boss walk forward before. That's interesting. Yeah, the boss is walking forward, actually. Interestingly enough. I don't know if she can do it. Let's see the over the top damage, and the problem is the damage, so she's not going to be able to do it. I could just, ooh, I lied. Whoa, I lied. I thought she was going to die. Wait, what? Is the damage delayed or something? You realize that, right? At first it was nothing, and then it just exploded. Well, she got it done. I thought she couldn't. I thought she was going to die, to be honest. One other thing I noticed about her is she's a little tanky at 2 copies. A little. Not too extreme, but a little tanky there. So now we got that. Let's go spin the wheel. A lot of events over here. I'd love to see that. And also, let's spin the wheel and see what we get. Hopefully we get something. It's been a while since we got something. Just rub it in, right? Just get so super close to Rebecca. I already have her at A7, so again, she does big things at A7. And I did figure out, well, I can't really show it here. I did figure out why Rebecca was doing so much damage, right? Her damage ramped up because of this guy. Because of this talent effect. It says in cannon mode, each attack on the main target increases subsequent damage taken by 20% for 5 seconds and can stack up to 10 times. So whenever he casts his ultimate, all the other hunters, when they join in on hitting the target, especially if it's a boss, they're going to do more damage. So that's why I noticed the big difference in Rebecca's damage. But enough about him. Let's go over here to Endless Battles. And the thing about this one is that we might not even make it to the end. Because every time I've tried this, the game ends up crashing. I don't even have her saved in the team. But give me a second here and we'll set up. So, like I mentioned, we may not even make it through the end of this. Because what ends up happening is normally the game just gets overloaded. This is too much. But let's just check out here. One thing that may happen is, depending on where Skino is going, his damage may go crazy. Somebody's damage is gonna go crazy outside of hers. But again, this here is just interesting for me. But her 2 copies, she's very interesting, you know, in terms of her being an EX10. That's where you get the, what is it? The exclusive effect, which we'll look at in a second here. But here, this is what ends up happening, right? You see there's so much going on, and the game ends up ultimately crashing. And we'll see it here at some point. I doubt we'll finish this. So that's what ends up happening with this fight. It's like, if you don't finish it, it's just annoying, because then you got to do it again. Skip battle function for this one is necessary, because imagine playing all the way down to 1 second and then the game crashes and you have to do the whole thing all over again. Yeah, I can see that happening. Because like the last 10 seconds of this fight is so long, especially even 20 seconds. But right now, you see, with this one, it's very interesting. You don't really do much damage till towards the end. And where Ravenna is, I don't like her there. She starts shooting the wrong direction. But damage is okay. Luke is not doing anything at all. It's interestingly enough. Neither is Skino. Right? But once we get to that 1 minute mark, I think around 30 seconds is where the big damage starts coming. It just starts ramping up. Look at these spiders. They're huge. And the funny thing about those spiders is that they can actually kill your heroes if they actually touch them. And you know that these energy heroes, like outside of Ravenna, Danix is super tanky. What? But as you can see, it's an SP hero, so the damage is going to be crazy there. Like, I don't really expect nothing less, right? For how much you're paying for that hero, it better be some big damage, right? But then the question you're going to ask yourself, is it really worth bringing her to the second copy? The reason why I say that it's a yes for right now in the current moment of the recording, because of the evolution event, because you would be able to get a full copy of one of the previous SP heroes. That's the only reason why I would say go for it. Obviously, she's great too, but that alone there is enough to push me, and that's how I got. See, look at Ravenna. Well, she should be fine as long as she casts the ultimate. That was what pushed me, because now, man, I told you guys, like that fight there, you're not gonna make it to the end. You gotta be really, really lucky to make it to the end of that fight. The game just crashed. I told you it was gonna crash. I'm not surprised. It always happens. It's so weird. So it's like, how do you get to the end of that? The solution is a skip button function, to be honest, because I gotta play through that and I have to set my score. And for me to set my score, I have to play through it, right? I think that this particular endless battle here should have skip button function, because it just makes sense. As you can see, I'm not gonna put y'all through that again, but I know it's gonna crash, and I don't want to go through it myself, because I think I played that mode there maybe about 5 times before I even recorded a score, which is very annoying, right? So again, we got tanks, assassins. I'm not gonna do well there, so I'm not even really worried about that. But that was that there, right? Can't really do much about it, because if you go into it again, you already know game's gonna crash. Let's actually go back over here. Now that we have 2 copies, we didn't beat it the last time. Everybody took care of their business except for them. Are they still in there? Yes, they are. And this time we got Dom. He's not really gonna help. He's just a stat stick there. But again, same team. They're running. Maybe you didn't see the other video. I'm going off of the assumption that you saw the other video. So let's actually go over our gears first. So for her, very simple. You can run Surge, of course. Burst. If she's in the back row, possibly, maybe. Yeah, possibly. True, right? Makes sense, in a sense. And especially if you're running Ravenna, she's going to be knocking them back. And yeah, they'll be further away. Maybe not a bad idea, but right now I'm at Surge. And of course, when you want to do the setup, right, make sure the bottom, these 2 right here, are your 4 set piece. You can substitute this, but again, when she's at 1 copy, you want to make sure that you'll at least bring this to 2, so you get that 50% increase to your HP, and attack here, and crit rate. I have crit damage here because, again, of those beautiful stats right there. And to think about it, you know when you see resistance, because if you roll gear, you know this. When you see resistance, especially on a gear like this, where you see crit damage, crit rate, and attack, you know it's going to triple roll on resistance. So again, the fact that I even got attack and double crit rate there is super lucky. It's so annoying. I don't even know why they even have resistance in that game. It does nothing. It does, but it's like a stat that's so annoying, right? But neither here nor there. You can go Sun Signet or Overload. And of course, when it comes to the bug gear, make sure you open up these 2 slots up here, because you want to get that additional 1,000 base stat to your attack, right? Instead of putting bug gear here and losing out on that 1,000. Of course, it adds up in the end, right? So that's gears there. So let's actually go back and see if we can beat this. Nothing changed down here. I could bring this up to 10 stars, but I don't want to. Alright, so if you haven't watched the previous video, this is somewhat of a rematch to see if her being at 2 copies help out with them beating 22. Of course, I run tanks here. If your tanks are not good, then you can go assassins. They work well here, of course. Summoners will run through this, of course. Summoners here. I think I have on bug gear there, I guess. And energy might be able to do here, but you kind of want your energy for here. Or, you can run summoners over here. Whichever one works for you. But, again, I just wanted to see what they can do if they've improved with her being at 2 copies, because we already tried this in the previous video. So give me a second here and we'll beat this and move on to the main fight. Here's the next fight. You know how this goes. I'm only going down to 1 minute and 30 seconds and then we're out of here. If you can't beat it by then, chances are I'm not making no adjustments. You guys should be able to beat it. So let's see what her damage is looking like here. This, what is this? This effect that she has going on here. I wish it would just last longer. 40 seconds is not that long. That sounds like more like PvP than PvE. For PvE, they need a longer time for their damage increase. I don't know. I wish it was like Daisy. Daisy lasts the whole fight. Just saying. Let's see. It seems like they're doing better. Seems like it. I think one other person we could bring here. Oh, no. I was thinking about it. Was Smith, but then again, if he dies and he goes into the turret, the boss is just gonna blow up the turret. Yeah, because it's a summon. Unfortunate there. Yeah, won't work here. But they're looking much better, right? Obviously, Terran is the better way to go, right? I tried Miranda in the previous video, but again, I feel like Terran increasing your energy and damage increase definitely helps out. Those bugs up there are not gonna kill Danix. Danix is just a tanky individual, right? But they're looking okay. Let's see how they do here, because we got about 30 seconds to take out 20%. Is it doable? I want them to beat it, I still feel like, again, the damage output is just still not that great for me. At 22, most other units, they all clear all of 22 already. All of them. I think the only one that hasn't is, well, assassins that kind of, used summoners. But vanguards are the only ones in Katosian that I haven't really cleared it. So since we're so close, we'll go to the last second here. We're pretty close. So we'll go the whole way. We're close. Let's just see how they do, if they can turn this around, because it could be a toss-up. But her damage is okay. Ravenna is Awakened 9, so she's going to do big damage there. And, she should be in a row with Ravenna, actually. She would be doing way more damage. Actually, no, set up for the back. I completely forgot that, because I ended up changing my commander. But time's running low. They got to get it together, man. And again, I'm also worried about this one crashing too. Actually, no, it's not as bad as the other one. It's because of the additional summons that keeps coming up and constantly keeps coming up. That's what ends up messing up the game. So what's his name's kind of in trouble here because he's to the left. Skino should be fine, right? I hope. Don't die on me. It's looking like it. Let's see what happens here. 32. I don't know. It's a toss up. Because sometimes you may not hit the mark at the 30-second. Let's say 30-second. 1 minute and 30 seconds. But then after you somehow get it done. Nope. It's not happening. They just don't see it. I don't see it at all. They're going to run out of time. Wow, energy team not doing enough damage. Think about that, right? So what would it be? What would it take to beat it, though? That's the question. Her at a higher level? Maybe. But she's out DPS than Skino, and of course Danix. Danix is not the damage dealer. She's more of the tank. So not surprised there. But they ran out of time, right? Yeah. They did better. I didn't go all the way last time, but just feel like here, maybe. If they could have taken that out, they needed to take out 2 more sets. So they're 2 sets short. Yeah. With AoE damage. Really? Really? That's your recommendation? Huh? What was I using? Oh, your recommendation says use summoners, right? But it was better than before, a little bit, right? That's the way I see it. What can I do? That's that. We're moving on. But is her damage better there? Maybe. They did a little bit better there, of course. I do need to attack this here, but not with them. Definitely not. One other thing we can try is actually going through this and then coming back to attack the summoner. So give me a second here. Let me run through this part here and then come back and attack the summoners. Okay, so this right here, it's not really a wall. It's just annoyance. And this is what I don't like about these Vanguards, man. Mayhem, I don't want to hear it. Vanguards are annoying because of this prototype right here, the one in the middle there. Because every time you do damage to them, they don't even have anything else for them. It's just that prototype right there. It's just so annoying because all the damage that you're doing, it's delayed. And especially if you're using summoners, they're killing off the additional summons. I even went to Ampu to try to reduce their healing, and they're healing too. So again, yeah, I'm not going to be able to go to 14, right? Because I just don't have enough time in this video to do that. But again, that's that. We'll just move on to PvP, right? Because we're running low on time here. What do we have in here? Is it energy? Of course it's energy. Why would it not be energy? Right? Let's see if we can find anybody in here. Energy team, I already have it here somewhere, right? I think so. It should be here. This one, let's just rock with... Oh, that's going to be my defense. Where is the rest of the energy heroes? You and... Maybe... No. Bergman? Sure. The team is full. Oh, it's a 5-man. That's why I'm like confused. Actually, you can go in the back. Actually, we'll keep you in the back. You're in the middle loop there. And we don't have to worry about... what's her name, Dorelli and all that other stuff. It's just gonna be energy on energy. So whosoever have the best SP hero will win, right? And if you have your Luke Awaken 7, then that's the deterrent. Danix is probably unkillable, right? I think so. That's what happens, like literally unkillable in this game mode. It makes no sense. You'll get timed out by Danix in here. Let's see here. The top person. What does he have? Tanks. This is a wash. Why would you even run tanks? I wouldn't even dare run tanks as long as there's energy out there. I'm just not running tanks. Actually, you know who's actually pretty good? Bergman. Bergman ends up... Whoa. We might lose this. What was that? You see that pull? That was scary. Bergman ends up being very tanky. Bergman and Ray. Actually, that's not a bad idea. That is actually not... I was just about to complain about that. But not in this situation. If they have the right prototypes, potentially. Because Bergman in this mode, I don't know what it is about the additional HP, but he becomes super duper tanky. Let me see if I can slide over here. These are the lower ones. So I'm just gonna take your spot. Energy mix, nah. Get that out of here. We're gonna win that. So, all right, let's actually go into PvP and check out our boy, because now his summoner team has gotten way better. He even beaten my summoner team, but it's because we didn't have on our prototype. So let's start with this one here. Another summoner team. I was running a hunter team, playing around. You know how it goes. And let's see here. I don't have it set up, strangely enough. Nope, that's not it. This one, take turn out and put in the SP. Always default into bug gear for some strange reason. And this should be okay. Luke is on that side. Okay, everybody's in their spot. Because I'm always watching Dorelli. You know me, when I face summoners, especially if I'm attacking, I gotta see where Dorelli is. And that's an awaken less than a 5. So no worries there. This should be quick, actually. Very quick. Dan's already dead. And yeah, everybody's lighting up. Love to see that. They're gonna die in a couple of seconds. Sif comes back to life. Gobo is a little scary too, because if he can come into the back line, we're probably in trouble. But yeah, we get it done. Sif is gonna die here. Not bad, not. Hey, still looking a little tanky there. But again, the one thing for why I wanted to get her, let's go back because I completely forgot to review that, was her EX10. So for our EX10, it says, is this the full details? Yeah, there it is. Ultimate enhancement. This is our ultimate skill. Damage after the singing reduces the max HP of affected targets by 40% of the damage dealt. Wow. And obviously it's not effective against bosses. Curtain call enhancement. If there are 3 or more affected targets, reduce the cooldown of the skill by 3 seconds. But that's not what it is. It's the first activation, right? The reduction in your max HP, right? That's primarily what it is. But let's go back over there and continue. Wanted to fight our boy, and then we'll go into our friend list, right? Where is he? There it is. You can't make this stuff up, right? You just can't. So his summoner team shot up by a lot. He's now 26 million. He has 10-star crystal, middle 4, and 10-star dominated nucleus. So this is not an easy fight. And of course, he doesn't have Daisy. If he had Daisy, it'll probably be even worse. We know that Dorelli over here is a problem. I think his Dorelli is Awaken 7 too. We can win this. We can lose this. Let's see how it goes. And the person here we lost Miranda instantly, right? Instantly we lost Miranda. And I think what would help you is she's glitter in my face. Awaken 7 Luke, right? Because in that situation there, you see how we got what do you call that? Where we lose Luke there, Luke would at least knock them all the way back. So we're kind of in trouble here. It's looking like it. We lost Skino. Ravenna's gonna die. We just, yeah. It literally looked good for like 2 seconds there. And here comes the egg, and the egg, I just don't understand it. I feel like once it hits the damage like that, like when you take all that damage, she should still be able to pop out of the egg, right? Not much we can do there. You know, everything is set up the right way. We could try again one more time. The adjustment would be what? What kind of adjustment could you make? Because even if you put Ravenna over here, she's gonna get one-shotted, right? But this is my thought process here. If Miranda's going to die anyways, just put Luke there and let Miranda sit up front. She's gonna end up dying anyways. Nothing we can do to protect her. She died instantly. She didn't even stand a chance. It's crazy how quick she got erased. There you go. And you know what's crazy about this? If he was using, what's her name? I'm blanking on her name. Miranda. This fight would be even worse. We wouldn't even be able to even touch them. So see here, we got Sif and Gobo alone is annoying. See, we're not draining their energy. Where's the energy drain at? That's what I'm looking for. But that's kind of how I would beat it, right? Just that adjustment, because again, if Miranda's gonna die, just put her up front. There's no point in trying to put her in the middle, right? And I know that Luke's gonna die, but he'll come back to life. So it's kind of how I win that fight there. Again, on defense, you don't get to do all of that, right? You don't get to get all of those options. You only have it the way that it is. And on defense, I'm not gonna put Miranda up front, right? On offense, I can play around and do that. But let's go into my friend list here and see what we got. So, all right, so here we go. They're running Ravenna, of course, in the middle with Rez. The problem with Rez for me is like whenever you're using Rez, whether it be on offense or defense, it's different than when you're facing Rez, right? In PvE, because that Rez is so smart. I wish our regular Rez was like that, because he's always running away. He never stays where the crowd is. He's always ducking and dodging. But for some reason, when you use Rez, he decides he wants to run into the battle, right? So actually, mirror on the wall, right? Let's try it. Let's see. And Rez will actually bring it up to 5, right? That, which isn't bad. Okay, 5 out of 5. Let's try it. Let's see how it works. Let's look at Rez here. What is he doing? But that pop-up that circle us together is so frustrating. Okay, their Skino is dead, which is great. Love to see that. I think I might run this team here, right? Because I feel like this team is a lot better. Because, you know, we get the 5 out of 5, and also, you know, Ravenna is just pumping out a massive amount of damage, right? Even, yeah, I think so. We're gonna sit Luke for a little bit. Let Luke rest a little bit. Going forward, we lost our Skino there. I don't know how. What could have possibly killed Skino? And we're gonna have to face Danix by herself. Very tanky. Let's see. It's just that big reheal there. Did she die yet? Oh my god, this thing is gonna take forever. Yeah, I'm gonna skip it. If we lose, let's see. Oh, okay, she did die. Okay, so Rez definitely helps out a lot, right? Let's see what else we got. Okay, so this is the typical team, and you can see you got the middle prototype, all of that fun stuff, yeah. And you got all the reds and all that stuff. Let's see if we can actually beat this here. They gain an additional HP, and we're in trouble here from the start. If we can stun them, we'll be okay. Okay, Skino's coming in, good. Luke popped off. Is it 7? You'll know from the knockback. And I think we lost here. We lost our res. Kind of in trouble. Luke is back. I'm scared of Luke because, Jesus, look at that damage from Luke. Scary. And we still have the SP on his end. I was already dead. We can beat this. We can. It's Danix versus the SP, and we're still inside that phase there. Dang, Danix is just so tanky, man. I think our SP is dead. The next shot from Danix is gonna kill it. Egg form is so silly. Don't let her come out. See, you see how she popped out of it there? Is what you want to see. That's what you want to see when facing the Summoners. But when facing the Summoners, you know how it goes. Oh, that was perfectly timed. You guys showed up just in time to help out. Nice. We actually beat that. I'm surprised. But that res combo, I'm liking it. I think we'll do that going forward. Of course, Mayhem, huh? With your Summoners. Let's see what you can do. Let's see, because I think that res combo is interesting. Did I have Miranda up front, or she just died because of what's what? Let's see here. We're stunned. Stun is just so obnoxious. And I think is dead, right? Yeah, I think she's dead. Or am I seeing that incorrectly? And the SP's already dead because of Dorgon. Dorgon is just ridiculous, man. What can you do? Just keep pumping into Ravenna. Just keep that battery in her back, and then also because of Rez does increase her damage. You know, keep pumping into her back. Man, love that combination. I'm liking it. I know it's supposed to be about the SP, but at the same time, it is what it is. What can we do, right? It's 2 copies. Leave me alone. I can hear it. You're only talking about Ravenna. Shh, quiet. Pipe down. We'll fight one last summoner team, and this is the one that I was, you know what, somewhat concerned about because of the Miranda. Miranda giving the additional shields could be tough. But again, the SP hero damage now is good, but at the same time, geez, we're running through them already. The damage that she brings is good because this first 30 seconds or 40 seconds here, your damage is increased. She's increasing AoE damage. But again, I think that with the energy team, running res, it's not a bad way to go, especially on Ravenna, because she already does crazy damage. So I'm liking that. I'll use that. This is now. Can I see it here? Right here. So this will now be my new energy team. I'm gonna have to say Luke because again, you got the 5 out of 5, and it just makes sense, right? Man, it's unfortunate that you're putting Miranda up front, and let's switch sides here, right? And we'll run this one, and then we get on out of here. And you see there from the start, we get that protection. Duragon's in our face, and she'll just wipe out Duragon. And they have, who do they have over there? Oh, we're in trouble. We lost both our support. Yeah, we lost Ravenna, and we lost this one. Yeah, I can see it. It's already over. SP can't help us because again, the damage from above is not that great. And then they just pulled them all into the middle. Barag. And this is what I said. I wish Barag got an awakening because that thing would have been scary. But again, see, when Miranda's over there, the damage that you're putting in, nah. The reason why I say that is because you have to think, if you're running Miranda, Dan, Dorelli, they all do damage reduction. That's why sometimes it's so hard to kill the summoner. And on top of that, that big old shield. So again, to close this all out, let's go back to the SP here. And with her at 2 copies, she's better, you know. Obviously, she's more of the supportive for me in terms of increasing damage, and her damage is okay. You know, survivability is always going to be, let me take that off. I just don't like defaulting to that. Survivability for her is still going to be one of our issues, but at the same time, damage is great, and for what she brings to the table in PvP, it depends, you know. But like I said, pushing her to 2 copies is worth it because you do get to get one of the other. I don't think I have one here because I already used it. We can actually go to it. You'll get this, you know, a full copy of one of the old SP hero. I wish they had the Awaken material in here. That would have been nice too, so you can choose between that. But again, for me, Deiji's max in terms of evolution. So is Artemis, so is Connor. Only person that's not max in terms of evolution is obviously the new SP and also Heindo. But for me now, my focus is going to be Artemis. I like Artemis here. I'm telling you, even where she is right now, she's pretty good. And I can only imagine once you get her to Awaken 3, because that's when she becomes all of the factions, which is pretty cool. But if you made it this far in the video, comment down below SP, right? You know, get you a copy, or if you can get to 2, get to 2, so you can get the additional SP or finish off whichever one you were working on, which would be great. If you're new around here, make sure you hit the subscribe button for updates, guys, tier list walkthroughs, and of course the Fun to Play series. That's for the newer players. It's there. I'll tag it here somewhere. For those that are rocking with me, let me know what level you have the new SP hero at in the comments. Don't forget to share the video, like. Without further ado, I want to thank you for watching. Till the next video, peace.